Hi there everybody, I'm Rosslyn, and welcome to part 2 of my first full playthrough of Can You Escape the Vampire's Lair? By Dave Morris, absolute game book legend of a man. Now, I have my character's sheet prepared here, and at this point in the adventure, I have just lost a life. However, I have two code words, primrose and bodiless. And I also have found a lantern. So there's that. I also was sitting on a deadly chair. Not really a spoiler, this is part 2. And I've successfully just extricated myself. Or I'm about to. So, yeah, no, I did just die, but it's not all doom and gloom, and that is where this part of the adventure kicks off. So, 103 we're on, because I don't know if you're reading along right, but you extricate yourself from the macabre chair and hurry out of the library. Back in the hall, your lantern sends dancing beams of light into the dark corners. You have the unsettling notion that unseen creatures are scurrying soundlessly to hide in the shadows. But surely that's just a trick of your nerves. Which way now? Go up the stairs or take a look at that passage? Maybe it's just because I play a lot of exploration games on computers and stuff, on consoles and that, but I just have a sense that looking all the way around downstairs before going upstairs is a thing, but I don't know. That's boxing myself in. I do not need to look at the shadowy passage before going upstairs, and upstairs does look more tempting. I'm going to go up the stairs, break my convention, try something new. It's good for you. Right. With the lantern, you are able to thoroughly search the upstairs rooms. It doesn't look as if anyone has been here in many years. Sorry, I think I need to cough. Right, it doesn't look as if anyone has been here in many years. All the rooms are thick with dust and cobwebs. The bedclothes and drapes, so moth-eaten that they fall apart to the touch. Even so, the mattress in the main bedroom looks inviting compared to spending the night in a ditch. You don't have to go to sleep after all. You could just rest for a few minutes. That's a good way to die immediately again, isn't it? We're only 3 minutes 20 in. I don't think I can be... Oh, but am I needing to actually sleep? I'm gonna go downstairs and look in the corridor first, I think. I don't know about this. If you don't know why, just watch the first part. Okay. I'm not. I'm going back downstairs. Okay. I'm looking at the dark passageway. The passage is lined with oak panels, but here and there you notice entire panels have been removed, revealing the rough plaster wall underneath. Spiders scuttle into the shadows as you approach. Soon you come to a narrow doorway in the side of the passage. Ooh, it matches the oak panelling so closely that you almost missed it. So, do I want to open this interesting door? Or I think it's interesting to you. I don't know, just says open the door. I definitely want to do that, though. The only other option is continuing along the passageway. Let's have a look at this. Let's see what's inside. The door opens to reveal a room cluttered with medical equipment. There are charts on the walls showing the human circulatory system. A desk is strewn with stethoscopes, scalpels, bone hammers, and other surgical implements. As you step inside, you see a figure lurking in the gloom. For a moment you're ready to run. Then you relax as you see it's just a skeleton wired up to a stand. The doctors who study this... Oh, sorry, I've misread. Sorry, I've misread. I thought study was a verb. Right, yeah, no. The doctor whose study this was must have used it as a teaching aid. So I can either search the room or go further down the passage. Well, I've got to have a look. You've got to have a look. Let's have a wee rummage. See what we can turn up. You are prying open a glass-fronted cabinet when you sense something moving behind you. You whirl around with an eerie clattering sound. The skeleton detaches itself from the stand on which it hung and lurches towards you. Its eyeless sockets seem filled with a silently howling madness. I can either run away or stay and fight. I mean, I can't see staying and fighting being good. This thing is basically the undead and lurching towards me with eyeless sockets filled with silently howling madness. And I have a lantern. Herpa-derp-derp. I think I might die. So, no, I'm going to run away. Definitely. You dash from the room, slamming the door shut behind you. You can hear the skeleton shuffling about, snapping its jaws in frustrated fury. But it is obviously too brainless to think of opening the door to pursue you. Dumbass. Let's go to 252. Whatever. A little further on, the passage turns to the left. At the bend in the passage, there is a door with a large wooden cross nailed to it. It looks like the cross was made from the oak panels broken out of the wall a little way back. Is that relevant? I think it must be. I mean, crosses? That's not usually a bad thing. It usually would mean it's a chapel or something. I mean, I can keep going or try the door. I think it's safe enough to try the door here. Yeah, let's go in. It's a workroom strewn with tools and bits of salvaged junk. A portly man in monk's robes is sitting beside a crackling log fire. He is putting the finishing touches to a shuttered lantern he has been working on. He looks up with an expression of surprise. At least he seems to be surprised. Are you suspicious or do you trust him? I mean, the way it's narrated makes me seem suspicious, but that's probably fair. I mean, a lot of these people are chancers in these books. What do you think? Do you think he looks like he's putting it on? He does look like he's faking it a bit, doesn't he? He's all like, a person. Oh, shit, I don't know. The options are just be on your guard or greet him as a friend. Well, he doesn't look... I mean, he is just fixing a lantern. He's not... I'll greet him as a friend. There's really... You can't be too untrusting. Come on, let's greet him as a friend, eh? I'm gonna regret this, haven't I? Oh, no, maybe not. I am Brother Hark, the monk tells you. You are welcome here, but I must tell you that this little room of mine is the only sanctuary in a place of terrible evil. This is the home of the undead Count Tenebrous. For nearly 2 centuries he has lurked in the crypts below this house, venturing forth by night to entrap His victims, those he does not drain of blood, they're made slaves by his hypnotic will. This guy sounds nasty. Not the monk guy, the other geezer. Right. With my knowledge of vampires and their weaknesses, perhaps I could confront the Count, but I could never get to him. He's guarded by his servants in the dungeon below. So I wait here, protected by my holy talismans, and give what aid I can to anyone brave enough to challenge Tenebris. The last was a young soldier on his way home from the wars. He went down into the crypts 2 weeks ago and never returned. Brother Hark leans forward urgently to grasp your shoulder. Will you dare to hunt the vampire? Do you agree to help him, or be like, nah, none to do here, go on your way? Harsh. It's true though, I'm being paid to help this guy. No, I'm going to be nice. I've decided this is my nice run, where I probably die 10 times because of it, but still. I can give you something to aid you, says Brother Hark. Either a small crucifix, or, specifically, or a hair shirt. Unfortunately, I can offer you only one of these because... Wait a minute. You hold up your hand. A hair shirt. He nods. I always wear one myself. Terribly uncomfortable. Like being scratched with little stiff brushes every time you move. But it's just the thing for concentrating the mind on devotion, piety, and prayer. I don't know how to break it to this monk, but I was planning on doing 0 devotion or piety or especially prayer during this playthrough. No. Hair shirt? It's sweet to have the option, though. I feel like I'm being trolled here, though. A crucifix in a game about vampires or a fucking hair shirt. Anyway, as this guy was saying, sorry to interrupt, mate, I can only give you one item because they take time to make. He makes a good point. I must keep one to give to the next traveller who comes this way in case you should fail. I'm not going to take umbrage to that. It's sensible of him. I'm kind of him to give me one, honestly. He didn't have to. If I looked like I was going to be shite, he wouldn't have given me anything, so it's quite good he gave me that. Anyway, he stares grimly into the fire for a few moments, leaving you to decide which item you will take. The crucifix or the hair shirt? It's got to be the crucifix, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Am I wrong? Everyone would take the crucifix, right? I don't know. You thank the monk for his help, while not dropping the pen, add the crucifix to your list of possessions. I shall. Crucifix. Vampires really don't like these, do they? You say as you hang it around your neck. True, he says, lacing his fingers together in either prayer or absent-minded thought. Though I find the real benefit is a focus of my devotion. Well, it might cover the benefits of the hair shirt anyway, then. There you go, a 2-for-1 deal. Vampires and devotion, all in one, maybe. We're going to 2 for 2 to continue. As you're about to leave, Brother Hark hands you the lantern from his workbench. He wishes you luck. You thank him and make your way along the passage that leads into the dungeons. Add the lantern to your list of possessions, then turn to 326. Well, we had a lantern from before, however, for all I know, these may break. or be lost or anything, so I am walking about with my little crucifix in my pocket and one lantern in each hand, nicely lit as I boldly stride forward. Lovely. So now we're just going to 3, 2, 6. Now here's a good question to ask somebody who's wandering around a creepy old mansion at night. Do you have a lantern? I'm getting a lantern checked. Right after getting a lantern, yeah. I think I did something right there, and I had a lantern already. I'm lanterned up. I feel like I am doing things right. This is so reassuring. Yes, yes, I have many lanterns. Yes. You find a short flight of steps. Oh, would I have fallen down them on my face? I probably died thinking about it. I forgot we can die a lot in this book. That would have been funny, but no. You find a short flight of steps that lead down to a cellar door. It's pitch dark here, and you're glad of your lantern. Holding it up, you descend the steps to open the cellar door. And we're going to 305. You swing the beam of your lantern around the cellar. There are racks full of bottles of wine, which have lain unopened and gathering dust for decades. A door in the opposite wall is barred shut. Do I want to unbar the door or sample the wine? Crazy options. I'll sample the wine, I think. Whoever's behind that door. I think I need a stiff drink to calm my nerves before I pull that bar back, eh? Try not to get too pissed here, but have a wee swally. You uncork a bottle and take a few sips. Oh, I didn't think of this. Yeah, you immediately spit it out. Oh, I didn't think of this. I thought she'd sniff it. You were prepared for it having turned to vinegar over the years, but that tasted much worse than vinegar. Oh, you take a closer look at the spilled wine. It is thick and crimson. See where this is going? That, along with a salty taste, decides you against opening another bottle. This is vintage blood collection, isn't it? Gross. You cross the room to unbar the door. You lift the heavy bar. There is an ominous creak as the door swings open. After a short distance, you come to a door in the wall to your right. Just a few yards ahead, you can see an opening in the other side of the corridor. So, do I open the door to my right? Or keep going towards the opening? Oh, I mean, I think I want to... Yeah, if there's a door, I think you got to have a little peek. You know what I mean? You got to have a little... You got just a little in and out. Just a little one eye kind of deal even. Right. Opening the door to the right. 186. Smoke blackened rafters crisscross the room's low ceiling. A rickety table is strewn with ancient parchments. A roaring fire burns in the grate, and beside it are a poker, coal scuttle, and bellows. There is a large silver candlestick on the mantelpiece. So here's the question. What do I want to do? Do I want to take the candlestick? Large silver candlestick, okay. Look at the parchments. Rickety table strewn with ancient parchments. Or just clear off, just be like, room, boring. I'm not doing that. Which one, though? Parchments are candlesticky. at the candlestick. 6.5 a dozen at the moment to me. We'll go to 3, 4, 7. Wow, I don't know. The candlestick seems a bit. I mean, I don't know what's fire in that. I don't know. Something might happen with it. I've just got a vague idea. The parchments might be less likely to try shenanigans. So let's see. Oh, I've turned to the wrong one. I've turned the candlestick by mistake. I was looking at the parchments on 165. There we go. You can barely make head or tail of what's written here. There are lots of strange letters, written in a crabbed, scratchy hand that makes them look like a collection of insect legs. Scattered here and there in the margin of the parchments are drawings of rats' tails, frogs' feet, newts' eyes, and other unsavoury ingredients. If these are the recipes, you won't be staying for dinner. Doesn't sound tasty, does it? Record the keyword Sycorax. A loud squawk rings out. But first I'm writing down Sycorax. Turning, you see a hunchbacked old woman in a pointed cap and filthy robes standing in the doorway. A mangy crow is perched on her shoulder. 2 pairs of cold, hostile eyes regard you for a moment, and then the witch angrily bangs her stick on the floor and screams at you to get out. Okay. Do I want to go or stay? I mean, she doesn't seem nice to hang out with. I'm just going to go. I'll be like, okay, toodaloo. To you, a lady rude. You know what I mean? Hello. Bye, you know. Anyway, you continue along the corridor as far as an arch in the left-hand wall. Ahead of you, the corridor continues for another 10 yards or so, and then opens into a large room. So, do I want to go through the arch or continue on to the large room? Well, I will go through the arch, and that is taking us to 352. It's a chapel, but not a holy one. The walls are draped in black velvet, and the altar cloth is decorated with obscene designs. On the altar stone stands a pewter chalice full of a thick red liquid. On either side of the chalice, black candles sputter and flare in the draught. There is a stench of brimstone in the air. Maybe it's not a good idea to be in here. Okay, so I can search the altar or keep going to the end of the corridor. This is a difficult one, isn't it? It does look proper nasty. I mean, this is where we are, and that's blood in there. We all know it now. Oh, search this altar, though? It's a situation where I might find a jewelled ceremonial dagger or something made of silver or something with pointy, like, I don't... I think I've got to search it. This could go so horribly wrong. I'm searching it. I'm going to 78 and searching it. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's getting done. It's getting searched. Fingers crossed. Right. Oh, there are scrape marks on the floor next to the altar. Good to search it. Maybe you can slide it to one side. Or there might be a secret compartment hidden inside the altar itself. Alright. Do I look for a secret compartment or just try and push it aside? I mean, I might as well just try and slide it to the side first, I guess. Push it aside, go to 62. Right. It's quite a wade. You put your shoulder to the stone and brace your legs against the wall. That way, you are able to move the heavy altar 1 inch at a time. Over the loud grating of stone on stone, you notice a hollow chittering sound. You stop. Nothing now. Again you start pushing, and along with the scrape of the altar across the floor, you're sure you can hear something else as well. Oh, not only that, there's now a musty stench in the chapel. We're gonna get giant cockroaches, aren't we? Okay, so this musty stench is so strong that it even masks the sulphurous smell of the black candles. You better decide what to do. Keep pushing at the altar or just leave this chapel. It's not clear where the chittering sound's coming from. Is it behind? The altar's made of stone. I feel like that would block chittering. Like, it's quite a vague sound. Clearly I can't tell quite what it is, where it's from. I think it might be coming from the other side, like maybe moving the stone and going there gets me away from the chittering more than trying to leave. Maybe they're outside the chapel coming in. I can't tell. I'm just going to keep pushing at the altar. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I've started, so I'll finish. With a final burst of effort, you shunt the altar stone right across. You realise your mistake too late. You've uncovered a flight of steps leading to the ancient tombs. Pouring up from the depths comes a horde of withered ghouls, enwrapped in foul-smelling shrouds. Oh, suddenly giant cockroaches don't even seem so bad, huh? And bear in mind, these guys are chittering too. Oh. Okay. With ragged claws and yellow snapping teeth, they bear you to the ground and begin to feast. It's never a good idea to accept an invitation to dinner from a horde of ghouls. Oh, we getting hashtag life hacks in this book here. We getting good advice. Do you remember the good advice Mallard? That's the kind of thing the good advice Mallard would say in his little meme. It is never a good idea to accept an invitation to dinner from a horde of ghouls. Maybe I should start making hilarious fighting fantasy memes. I have not seen anyone doing this. I have no idea why not. It sounds hilarious. Anyway, it's true. It's not a good idea. You're liable to end up being one of the courses. Still, you don't have to go home in a doggy bag. If you want to continue your adventure from this point, excuse me, just spend a life. Yep, I'm taking my L. That's me spent 2 lives now. Perfectly okay. Good timing as well, because we're coming up for half an hour here. We've been here for a good length for an episode, so I will do that. We're going to 280 once we're back to life. Yep, that's fine. Terrific. I will say toodaloo the new then, and I hope to see you for part 3, which I'm probably about to record now. I'm having so much fun. Bye!